Hey guys, here, aka Gene. Welcome back to some more racing gameplay footage of GTA 5 on the PlayStation 5. Now, lately, the game has been pretty quiet since the launch of Expand Enhanced due to the separation of this small community as it is, and you know, the whole platform differences where you can't really do cross-platform. But for the most part, these are the sort of average lobbies I'm personally getting in terms of the times that I can play, so it's difficult to manage. Trying to get that hopeful 30-man lobby going, but eventually I'm sure when we stream more often we can get that, and of course attracting more of you guys to take part if you guys do have a PlayStation 5. And that is a myth in itself. It's just times have changed so much since back in the day, almost a decade ago, where the accessibility for everything was easily there, but now it's like before you even get to this point, getting your hands on the controller, you got to be able to get access to the console itself, and it's just crazy. We live in difficult times in this world. There's so much crap going on, but look, we got to make the most out of every opportunity. And so anyway, enough of that little prep speech, but this particular gameplay, it was the first race of the playlist. Everyone's sort of warming up, and oh, voice crack. But you look, at the end of the day, right, personally, you know, I'm very comfortable with this car, but I still got a lot to learn in terms of maximizing short shifts every lap after lap, and then understanding the brake boost as per is coming along with practice. You know, there's certain tracks that I personally like hot lapping, but also at the same time, hot lapping is very difficult to get the time in, as you kind of get consumed by it, and when you do get consumed by it, it's very difficult to let go and find the balance of reality of senses of things. And that's the sort of conflict of interest that I personally go through with my self-intuition. But at the same time, you got to understand, look, it's a hell of an experience when you race with people sort of similar pace or even better than you, and that's the thing. You know, like, it sets a sort of a challenge of putting all the understanding from the past and really adapting to the current version of the game with the mechanics and really pushing the cars to its limits. It's not like that where you can't even get the car control right, but look, if muscle memory does kick in, and this particular race sort of displays the defending and racecraft and just applying the pressure. Really applying pressure doesn't necessarily mean because you're in front of someone. Most of the times when they overtake, they try to readjust and get into their racing line optimal position and comfort, where that's the opportunity where you see where you can make the most out of it just by you sticking to your racing lines and just keep pushing for it, at the same time keeping that grip, because the moment you lose a grip and the person ahead sees that, they will get too comfortable quick. So right now I'm applying a lot of pressure ahead, but you know, giving the person room and at the same time trying to push as much as I can and really just delay the lead here as the race is going, and just defend as much as I can, because it's just the beginning. I mean, we're 4 minutes in, but reality is it's still a couple more laps to go, and handling pressure is one thing, but you know, sustaining it and really just sticking to your racing line, which one thing I've noticed a lot of people struggle to cope with, like these very close quarter situations. It's not the most comfortable thing getting tapped all the time on the rear. And also, you know, like the smoothness of it. There's a lot of meticulous detail and a lot of boosts now which you have to manage. Oh, that's elusive. Wait a minute, where did he come from? So a lot of bump and grind there, but we're holding it together. It's a 3-man battle going up front. And the best part about the classic roads and the races, because I've noticed a lot of things, is that when the current races are made, a lot of people a lot of creators are trying to avoid the natural element of the roads itself and the design, where the bumps and humps really does increase the skill gap in car control and throttle control, and or of course every other aspect of brake boosting and the variables of short shifting. You know, it adds a lot more variables in that sense, but it creates a better experience, in my opinion, where there is a little bit of unpredictable, unstable moments that can occur, which, you know, can cause change in the scene of the race and the situation. Nothing's ever guaranteed. Like here, for instance, going for the same move, but this time he grabs that momentum but avoiding a bump and goes wide a little bit. So I'm seizing the opportunity to try and get a better racing line to get as much speed through that in order for this section. But at the same time, seems to be alright. We're slowly creeping up here, but this is the pressure element. Like, he's trying to get comfortable ahead of me. I slightly oversteered there, so that gap increases by 0.2. But at the same time, you'll notice I am trying really hard to stick to the racing line and throttle it. That was almost close, but really pushing it. But at the same time, that we are slowly creeping up, and this is where, you know, I've just got to keep myself composed, because he knows I'm right there and he can't easily pull away. But at the same time, if I can consciously apply that pressor, most cases this brother in front of me would have just flew away. And I was quite surprised. But at the same time, you got to understand it is the first race, and when you overshoot with a tight approach to the apex, that can happen. I almost followed and did the same, but my approach was a little bit wider to the apex, so allowed that, inside straighten up much easier rather than going wide and hitting the tree. But now I've got someone else behind me, and it's really pushing for it. I believe that is him. I'm not sure. That's got to be him. See, now we've got 2 laps, right? But we kind of pulled away. Something did happen, and that was it. That's all she wrote. So yeah, it is fun, but there's a lot to do, and I really hope to get events going on, man, and get back to the grips of consistently racing and playlists. As always, if you guys do want to take part on the PlayStation 5 for the expanded hunt, feel free to join the Discord. There's a server link down below, as well as message me on the PlayStation 5. Usually we'll be streaming around the evening time, 7 PM UK onwards, and there'll be various different playlists being hosted. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for all the support as always. Show you son, now good night, peace. Yeah.